October is an eclipse month, which means we have some emotional intensity and unexpected surprises. Hello, I'm Carrie Samuels, your intuitive counselor and happiness coach with your October forecast. And this month is going to be all about bringing light to your relationship dynamics. There's going to be some other things at play, but that's really a highlight of what's happening. We are in the sun sign of Libra until the 22nd, and then we move into Scorpio. Those are two very relationship-oriented signs. Libra is about creating harmony and balance, and it can be very other people-oriented. And Scorpios need to have emotional, intimate relationships. So all this relationship energy while we are in eclipse season, and the eclipses are going to be highlighting everything that's going on beneath the surface, anything that you need to be healed, karmic patterns that you've brought with you throughout your life that will come to an end because they need to. So there's a lot of endings and beginnings. Of course, Scorpio's death, birth, rebirth. Of course, we don't go into Scorpio until the 22nd, but Mars, Mercury, the sun, are all going to have all of these relationship influences all throughout. So there's a lot going on. Eclipses are very intense versions of lunations. So we know that full moons, right, make people a little bit more emotional. That's where we get the word lunatic from. And so lunations in general are designed to create endings and beginnings. New moons are beginnings, full moons are endings. And so we've had 4 super moons in a row with our full moons. So those super moons are also emotionally intense, bring up more emotions, bring more to the surface. And now we're headed into eclipse season. What is going on? Why is this happening? Well, there's always a reason. There's always a divine plan for everything. So this year, 2023, is a 7 universal year. 7 is all about soul searching, getting in touch with your truth, learning what's right for you. It's a little bit more introspective. And so we've had Venus and Mars, personal planets, retrograde, which only happens with Venus once every 18 months. It's like a 2-year cycle, right? And so this is a year where we've had every planet retrograde in this soul-searching year. We are coming out of this supermoon thing that got you to get in touch with what's been going on inside of you. And now we're headed into an eclipse season. We're still having 5 planets in retrograde, but they're not personal planets. So it's not going to be like everything's moving backwards, but you're still going to feel this emotional intensity. You're still going to experience things that bring your emotions to the surface so that you can end karmic patterns. And that is what eclipses are about. Eclipses are very high octane lunations that connect with the nodes of the moon. The south node is about karmic patterns that you need to let go of, and the north node is about where you need to head, your dharma. And so these eclipses change signs around every 18 months. And so right now, we're going to be experiencing a new set of eclipses. We have a Libra eclipse on October 14th. So we have a new set of eclipses that are in the Aries-Libra axis. Aries is about yourself. Libra is about really relating to other people. So it's that dynamic, it's that polarity that you're going to be dealing with whatever these patterns that need to be healed are going to be coming up for you. And so that cycle will last throughout all of next year as well. These eclipses are going to be highlighting self versus other, how you take care of your own needs versus how you accommodate other people. This is the polarity that we're going to be working on from now until January of 2025, because that's what the eclipses bring up. They highlight certain themes based on these nodes of the moon. So we have the Aries North Node, which is about learning how to put yourself first, learning how to believe in yourself, learning how to take chances and push through fear so that you can shine more brightly. And in our South Node is Libra, which is the patterns that we need to move away from collectively and personally. So you're moving away from people pleasing. You're moving away from over accommodating other people at your expense. Okay, but you're learning through spiritual lessons. It's not like it just happens. You have to learn through experiences. And so eclipses bring endings and beginnings in a very big way. Sometimes you meet people that are going to be important for you for the rest of your life, especially during new moon eclipses or north node eclipses. And with south node eclipses or full moons, usually karmic endings and letting go of big situations that have been really underneath the surface for years. What's interesting about these eclipses is a lot of things actually, but October 14th is a new moon solar eclipse in Libra, which means it's new moon eclipse. It's all about fateful new beginnings. It's all about starting things that will bring you love and peace and harmony and beauty, and it's connected with the South Node. So even though it's all about beginnings, it's also about letting go. And 2 weeks after that, eclipses always come in pairs every 2 weeks. So we have that new moon eclipse in Libra on the 14th, and then the 28th is our full moon in Taurus. It's the last in this series, this 18-month series that we've had of the Taurus Scorpio eclipses. So that is a north node eclipse on a full moon. So again, the full moon brings endings, and yet it's a north node, which is about moving toward beauty, moving toward love, moving toward really honoring and delighting in the beauty of your life, sensual pleasures, everything that brings you joy. As you're letting go of Scorpio things, being enmeshed in other people's trauma or drama. So everything about this month is highlighting how you relate to other people and how you relate to yourself to get you to love yourself more, to honor yourself more, to appreciate the love and beauty in your life, and to honor your needs and honor your joy and desires in a way that is nourishing for you. So you're not overgiving, you're not people pleasing, you're not doing too much. And the reason we've had all these supermoons, these retrogrades, these eclipses, like all in a row this year being so emotionally rigorous is because next year is an 8 universal year. October always gives us a glimpse of next year's energy. So 2024 is going to be an 8 universal year. October of 2023 is an 8 universal month. 8 amplifies everything. There's a lot of misconceptions about the number 8 because it's known as the money number, the abundance number, and like most things in the spiritual community, it's been simplified or like turned into some kind of like magic, right? It's not. what happens is you go through the 7 energies, which is all about soul searching and knowing your truth and letting go of what's not right for you, because that is what's going to be amplified when you have the 8 energy. So this month might feel larger than life, and next year is going to be full on with that 8 energy. Everything is amplified. So you want to be very clear about who you are, who and what you love, and how you relate to yourself and other people. That's why we go through this 7 energy, soul searching. That's why we've had the supermoons, the retrogrades, the eclipses, for you to really hone in on your truth and know who and what is right for you and what you want your life to be and who and what you appreciate about your life. Because what you appreciate grows. That's what appreciation means. It grows. So this is the month to really focus on that, because it's going to be amplified, and you want to let go of what is not right for you before we go into that 8 universal year. You don't want to amplify what's not right for you, because it will only be expanded. So it's an incredible opportunity right now to focus and heal and clarify what's in your heart. With that said, I have 3 action steps to help you. First of all, your first action step is to put yourself first. That is a huge lesson of what we're going to learn all throughout these Aries, Libra eclipses, all throughout this year, next year. It's what the universe is showing you is what's right for you, is to put yourself first. How often do you center other people in your equation when you're thinking about what you need to do and what's right for you? How often are you first thinking about how it's going to affect everyone else? And that just muddles and makes it hard for you to understand what's in your heart. So if you just put that all aside and put your needs first, everything will fall into place. It's not being selfish, it's being smart to have clarity, because then you can make decisions based on what's right for you, and everything will fall behind that that will benefit your loved ones. Everything will be in alignment then. Now, your second action step is to see your relationships as a mirror. The world is always showing you how you treat yourself. Relationships are always showing you how you relate to yourself. It's going to be amplified this month, especially with these eclipses. So you want to really pay attention to power dynamics, because whenever we have that 8 energy, it's really showing you power dynamics that are at play. So whether you're giving away your power or owning your power. So if you are diminished at work somehow, or not receiving what you're worth, or people talk down to you, it's not to say to take all of it personally, because there's always going to be that in the world, but to really pay attention to if there are patterns with it. Are you always mistreated? Are you always undervalued? Are you always ignored? Are you always having your boundaries broken? This is something to pay attention to in your heart and in your life, and notice what are the patterns. And if somehow you're giving your power away or not owning your power, that's what these relationships are going to mirror for you. So really take stock of it and note what always seems to happen to you, and how maybe there's a fear in you about asserting yourself or living more brightly or speaking up for yourself or asserting boundaries. Just pay attention. Now, your third action step is to speak your truth. I may say this every month. It's not important though. There are times when you don't say what's in your heart because you're protecting other people. Maybe you're taking on their karma because you don't think they can handle it. Or maybe you're afraid of hurting their feelings. Or maybe you're afraid of being rejected. Pay attention to that as well. Maybe you want to write things out first and really get clear about what you want to communicate. But this month is going to bring up for you any areas in your life where you're not sharing your truth. So you really want to be proactive about it. You really want to speak what's in your heart directly. And especially if you're concerned about being rejected, being abandoned, or if you're protecting other people from their own truth. So important right now, because that's really a lot of the people-pleasing energy that the universe is trying to help you heal. Now, this is why I have created my 6-month Shine and Be Seen monthly moon circle, because these moons bring up all this energy that needs to be healed. Any fear, shame, guilt, it comes up. And the universe tells you what's coming up for you. So I have created a 6-month journey to help you shed these layers of fear, shame, guilt, and conditioning. Because what's underneath is your true self. What's underneath is your inner voice, your intuition, and your soul that wants to radiate brightly in the world. So if you want some assistance with all of this healing and to understand why things are happening when they're happening, I would love to help you. We start our 6-month journey together on October 5th. So if you want to know more about that Shine and Be Seen moon circle, I'll share that link below. You can go to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.com/moon circle. And if you want to experience what that healing is like, to get a taste of it, we did a new moon equinox healing last month. You can access that for free. I'll leave that link as well. But I would love to help you. We have a big year coming up. We have the eclipses, then we have holiday season, and then we have this amplified 8 energy throughout next year, and I would love to support you with this. Don't try to do everything yourself. I know a lot of people who've had to self-parent or are really capable. You really try to do all your healing yourself. Just let me help you if you'd like that. So once again, you can find that information at 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.com/moon circle. I'll leave the link below. And I hope that you use the energy this month to have the courage to be yourself and to speak your truth and to know how loved and beautiful you truly are. I love you so much. And if you've enjoyed this video, share it with your friends and loved ones, and make sure you subscribe to my channel because I have so much more to share with you throughout the coming year. I love you so much and have an awesome October and beyond. Lots of love. Bye for now.